Hi honeys, welcome back to the channel. The name is Mncwaaaa. If you're new here, welcome. If you're a returnee, thank you so much for coming back. Hope you're enjoying the content. We are doing another foundation review. So if you'd like to see what this video is about, carry on watching, but this is how it turned out. If you'd like to see what foundation I'm reviewing, carry on watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Love you guys so much. Hey honeys, so as I've mentioned in the intro, today I am doing a Bobbi Brown foundation review. This is the Skin Longwear Weightless Foundation with SPF 15. This is what it looks like. It's in a frosted bottle. This is the packaging. This comes in a, what size is this? Let's see, 30 ml bottle. I've been using this for quite a while, for over a year, but I'm only doing a review because people always ask me which foundation is my favorite foundation when it comes to full coverage and long wearability, and I always say Bobbi Brown because it is a long wearable foundation. It's all free, full cover. Specifically if you've got oily skin, this is the perfect foundation for you. As for me, I've got dry skin, but in summer it tends to become a bit combination skin, so some areas get a bit oily. So this is my go-to foundation for like a full day of makeup. It doesn't say or claim to be any like 24 hours or 18 hours, but it has lasted me for up to like 10 hours. I remember this one time I went to work and then afterwards I went to an event. It lasted me 4 hours. So I'm going to prep my skin the usual or the normal way that I normally would prep my skin. Okay, let's moisturize our skin using the Neutrogena Hydro Boost lotion. This also has SPF in it, I think SPF 15, but I use this. This is my day lotion or cream. I use it every day. And then we are going to follow with the You Better Work Essence primer. I'd just like to mention that if I were to use this foundation in winter, because sometimes I do use it in winter, during winter or like the cooler seasons, I would prime with, I've used basically two primers. I'd use this primer and I would use the Smashbox primerizer because it's more of a moisturizer. I make sure that I go in and I hydrate my skin if I use this during winter or like a cold day because my skin is dry. Okay, just get this hair out of the way because it's just annoying me. Alright, as per usual, I'm gonna go in with a beauty blender on one end. This is, I forgot, Urban Studio blender. It's pretty new. And I'm gonna go in with my sorbet brush on the other hand, on the other side. I'm gonna take one pump each. Okay, this is the consistency. It doesn't move. Look at that. It doesn't move. So I'd advise you that when you're using this this particular foundation, you need to work quite quickly. That's why I like just applying it on one half of the face and the next half. I'm just gonna spread it across my face using my concealer brush to make sure that we've got an even application and it's spread out. So and then I'm going to take my brush, spritz it with water. This is just plain water, and then tap it into my skin. close so you guys can see the coverage. This coverage is insane. Coverage is amazing. This hair. So look at that. Look at this half of the face. With the foundation, without the foundation. With the foundation, without the foundation. Can you see the difference? And it's pretty full coverage, but I usually go in with like half a pump then to just cover all the other areas that are not fully covered, because you can see some of my imperfections. You can clearly see, like visibly see my freckles. I don't like covering them full anyway, but they end up being covered anyway. But I don't mind my freckles, that's what I mean. But there's like some imperfections here that I will just go in and cover again if I were to use this foundation. So now I'm going to use another pump on, I don't know if I'm running out. Oh, okay, it's the angle that I'm okay. I'd assume this is not a pump. Yeah, this looks more like a pump. Taking my concealer brush again, spreading this all over my face, this half of the face that has no foundation. Yeah, babe. Huh? Chanel, mama. Taking my Evan Studio blender. This is my favorite blender, by the way. Best blender I've ever used. Best blender I've ever used. Anyway, yeah. There we go. So we've used the blender on the other half of the face. Look at the blender side and look at the brush side. Obviously, I've said this on all my videos, when you use a brush you get more coverage because the blender is not absorbing the product. But this blender is pretty good. Look at the blender. It didn't soak any products in. Therefore, the coverage on both sides look pretty decent. And I prefer the blender side because whenever I work with a full coverage foundation, and especially if it has this consistency, it's got like a thick consistency in it, I don't like using a brush. If I use a brush, or whenever I do use a brush, I'd go in with the brush and then I take my blender and then stipple the foundation into my skin, because these type of consistencies don't blend that easily, so you have to go in with your foundation on top of it. But like I'm saying, there's not much foundation in any case when you look at this blender, so you still get good coverage. What I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna add like half a pump and just cover all my imperfections. So I can still see a bit of imperfection here. I can see some here. It's like discoloration that I can still see. I'm not so worried about my under eyes because I am going to use concealer anyway to conceal. But I'm just showing you guys that this foundation is buildable and you still get a flawless finish when you build it up. Look at this. Look at this. You just build the foundation and it just melts into your skin. It gives you a flawless finish. Flawless finish. Look at that. Full coverage. Fully covered. Fully covered. It looks insane. It's insanely beautiful. I didn't mention the price of the foundation. It does retail for 650 rands. So if you were to buy this foundation, you have to pay 650 rands. But like I said, I've had this for a year. The same bottle. I don't use it every day, but I'm just telling you that it does last. It will last you long because you don't need that much product. Like 2 pumps is enough. For everyday use, you can literally just go with one and a half pumps. Because if you like going to work or like you're a flawless everyday type of look, you can do that. For me, I like to alternate foundations. I've got a lot of foundations, therefore I don't use this every day. But it's worth the 650 rands, to be honest. This is personally the best foundation I've ever used when it comes to high-end and like bougie brand. So this is what the face looks like without any concealer, without any contouring, without any powder. I didn't set the skin. It still looks beautiful and flawless, and it's got this dewiness in it because I didn't use a mattifying primer. That's why it still looks a bit nice and dewy. But when you do apply, when you start setting your face, then it becomes a bit stiff. So I try and avoid to do that because it's transferable. The only reason I set my foundation, I think I've said this before, it would be because I hate foundations that transfer. So when your foundation transfers, like you hug someone and it transfers, or use your phone, it transfers, it's better to set it with a powder. But with this foundation, I don't really have to. It does transfer just a little bit, but it's not insane. So you can go, like, get away without setting it. Okay, now I'm gonna go off cam, finish the rest of my face, and I'll come back and give you my rating and how I feel about this foundation. Hey, I'm back with a full face of makeup. I've done my face, I've properly combed my hair. It says, no, mama. Hey guys, so this is the full face. I've gone ahead and concealed, contoured, highlighted, blushed, did everything off cam. And just applied lip gloss and liner on my lips. So what I just wanted to say is that the foundation, before I give it a rating, so it's full coverage. It's a full coverage foundation. Make no mistake about that. They say it has the skin finish, right? Because they call it the skin long wear weightless foundation. It's definitely weightless. You don't feel the weight of the foundation on your skin. Coming from someone, it says no. Coming from someone who has dry skin, so I don't feel the foundation heavy on my skin. That's a tick as well. What else? I honestly love this foundation. I'm trying to look for something to say. Like, the price tag is too bad, right? It's 650 rands for a foundation, so that is not good. So that's like a cross. But if you buy the foundation, you invest in it, it's value for money. So I'd give this foundation a 9 out of 10 just because of the price tag, and also I'm not a fan of bottle containers when it comes to foundation, because you easily drop it on the floor and it's the end of it and you've paid 600 plus, you know what I mean? But other than that, in terms of how the foundation looks and how the skin feels throughout the day, you won't even see any creasing on the side of your nose. That's how good the foundation is. Let me just come close. So this is how the foundation looks. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching. Please drop a comment down below, any comment that you'd like to drop in terms of like suggestions, the next foundation that you want me to review for you. I'll go ahead. I hope these videos help you in terms of making decisions whether to buy foundation or not. But this is just basically me trying to help you to just, instead of buying something and then you realize, this will work for my skin, this will work for you whether you have oily skin or dry skin. It's a perfect, even if you have combination skin, this is a perfect foundation. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, don't forget to subscribe. If subscribe is still red below, it means you haven't subscribed, so click that button. I will give you a few seconds to do that. Thank you for clicking that button. Thank you for subscribing. It's absolutely free. Thank you.